July the 24th. Somewhere, someone's dying. Whenever disturbing news is delivered, you you bear in mind that no news can ever be relevant to your rational choice. Can anyone break news to you that your assumptions or desires are wrong? No way. But they can tell you someone's died. Even so, what is that to you? Epictetus Discourses 3.181 to 2. A well-meaning friend might ask you today, what do you think about insert tragedy from the other side of the world? You, in your equally well-meaning concern, might say, I just feel awful about it. In this scenario, both of you have put aside your reasoned choice without doing a single thing for the victims suffering from the actual tragedy. It can be so easy to get distracted by even concerned by horrible news from all over the world. The proper Stoic response, the response of the Stoic is to these events is to not care, is to not care, is not to not care, but mindless, meaningless sympathy does very little either, and comes at the cost of one's own serenity. In most cases, if there is something you can actually do to help these suffering people, then yes, the disturbing news and your reaction to it has relevance to your reasoned choice. If nothing is the end, if emoting is the end of your participation, then you might do might you ought to get back to your own individual duty to yourself, to your family, to your country. Somewhere, someone's dying. If emoting is the end of your participation, then you ought to get back to your friends, family, and yourself. Your own individual duties. Your family, your friends, your country, your community. So we think, okay, there's lots of social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, the news, mainstream media, friends, family, everyone wants to talk about bad news, about events like wars and viruses and people dying and tragedies across the world that if you look at, you can do nothing about if you look closer at it. Rather than emote about it rather than sympathize. And it's looking at, is sympathy for these tragedies doing anything for the people concerned? Now, the belief is, oh, if I'm sympathetic with something, then it shows I care. I think that's the sort of misunderstanding that we believe that, oh, I need to show sympathy to show that I care. And we're not saying don't not care. We're not saying not to not care. The Stoics, in this Stoic philosophy, we're not saying not to not care. We're not saying if you believe that sympathy is your act of, oh, now they know I care about them because I'm saying, isn't that horrible? I'm so sorry that's happening. We believe that sort of energy is useful, will make them feel better maybe. On closer inspection, it's just an emotion. It's not. It's a negative emotion. It's sorrow, sympathy, sharing emotion with little action, with sharing an emotion that you can't do anything about. Maybe your energy could be useful, or maybe you can channel your energy into more things individually. Because when we share energy, sympathetic energy. It's a low vibration. It's sorrow and it's upset. It's horrible. It's guilt. It's shame. It's blame. It's that sort of vibration frequency of consciousness. But we can share peace. We can share peace. We can share peace for ourselves, through ourselves, for whatever's happening. But we drive our energies through what we can things that we can change. Because as Ryan mentions, our serenity can be affected. Feeling sorry for something that you don't intend to do anything about. So it's it's reflecting, okay, where is my energy? Am I getting upset? Am I getting frustrated or annoyed about things that I literally cannot control, that is out of my control? That am I what's the agenda of these people, things, sources that are publicizing this? Because mainstream media, social media, Facebook, they are looking for your energy. They are looking for your emotion into the whatever it is. They are pulling it in. They desire our attention. Mainstream media, that's the purpose of mainstream media, is to pull our energies into it, its attention, to be invested in the stories. So that is why, and we attach more with bad news. We attach our emotions more with bad news, with threats, with sympathy. And so today we're looking at a story, or someone's telling us something, and we're recognizing, okay, what's the response here? Where is my participation going to end? Is it just going to end at, oh, just feeling sorry for that? If someone tells you about a war is now someone's died, what's questioning, okay, what's the participation? What can I do something about that? So yeah, somewhere someone's dying. It's nature. Whenever disturbing news is delivered to you, bear in mind that no news can ever be relevant to your reasoned choice. So when we're sympathizing with each other, we've compromised our the FAA has compromised our reasoned choice. Can anyone break news to you that your assumptions or desires are wrong? No, but they can tell you someone's died. Even so, what's it got to do with you? Can anyone ever tell you that your desires and assumptions are wrong? No, because they're your assumptions, they're yours, right? No one else's. So no one can break that. So it's making our own assumptions and being responsible for our assumptions and perceptions. And yeah, feel it. Feel that. Feel your reasoned choice. But it's not that we don't care. It's not that we don't care. It's we care about we're on a journey to care about things that we can control. We can make a difference in, which is our actions, behaviors, choices, who we are, serenity, self-control, temperaments, love, joy, doing the right thing at the right time. And so we're pulling away from feeling we're watching the guilt that the guilt of you because you might feel some guilt if you sort of are passive if you are sort of seemingly passive about something when someone's telling you some bad news, they might react, oh, do you not care? So it's maybe you could say, oh yeah, it's not that I don't just because I'm not emoting about it doesn't mean I don't care. Where has that come from? Where is this belief that we need to show emotion, physically to show that we care? Who is the guardian of that? Who is matching that? Who is measuring that? Someone else is care. Who's judging? Who is judging that someone cares enough? Everyone else. But we know. We know we care. We know we care, and we're not sympathizing because we don't care. So it's watching the guilt. Maybe some guilt will come through, and we love it. Enjoy your day, my friend.